All right, that Middlesbrough game has got some absolutely diabolical commentary on it, so I've muted it and we're going to get on with the Champions League final. It's Titus Pétange against Manchester City, 2054 to get our 13th Champions League. 13th Champions League winners trophy and medal, whatnot. Have we done any transfers since we last had an episode? Absolutely not. Not on either side. That's it. Well, I'm going to give you a little rundown on the team. And I'm also going to say congratulations to our under-18s who won the UEFA Youth League or Cup, whatever it's called. This is the first team. It's one of our stronger first teams, I think. Sure you would agree. I mean, some absolutely ridiculous players in here. And Ongania is, I would say, the second best striker that we've ever had. Just outside of Lefinya. Mate, if Lefinya was in this side, it would be violently good. But then again, if Paradiso was in the side, it would be violently good. Let's go and do it. It looks like Axel Robin for right-hand side, even though he's looking like he's passed a fitness test. Axel Claude. He's injured. He's been injured and he's going to return to full training in 2 days. That is a shame. You can see that we aren't able to fill in the entire subs bench. Savo Saran also passed the fitness test. Looking like it's going to be very difficult for them wingers to stay fresh for the entire match. It looks like we're going to have to try and push them on. Maybe Ugarelli can move to the right-hand side and we can stick a central midfielder in his place. I think Savo Saran will definitely have to hold on for the entire 90 minutes. Hopefully by the 75th minute, when they say that he's very, very tired, we've already put the game to bed. This is Manchester City's team. Josemi's up front for them. Obviously, that is a recognisable figure from Titus Pétange of old. Then Blondell. Do you remember Blondell? He is now 30 years old, a left-hand-sided player. Didn't get the nod, and Savo Saran then started accelerating up the pecking order. Juan Manuel Quero is actually playing on the right-hand side. Interesting stuff. And he's actually playing as a right midfielder. So he's very, very uncomfortable in that spot. You've got Navarro. I think this is a full midfield of ex Titus Pétange players. Quattrocchi's still going good at 35 years old. Good lad. In terms of defence, Arana is one of our old players. Casimir is one of our old players. And Cafando in the net that we could have potentially signed back with a swap deal on Mazegla, but that never happened. Unwakali's here as well. Ikechukwu Unwakali, 30 years old. So most of the Manchester City players, as we expect, have come through Titus Pétange. That's what we do, produce talent to just an outrageous degree. But hopefully, we've got more on the field. We should have more on the field. This is why I've kept certain players around. And we've been okay selling individuals to Manchester City. Boa's got an early yellow card. Ugarelli, bit advanced. Nice ball into Axel Robin. Sending it wide. Here's a strange one to have Axel Robin playing, but you know what? We have been forced into that. A very, very defensive Manchester City. I wonder who their manager is right now. I know that James Ward-Prowse changed teams recently, but I don't think he's at Manchester City. It's a header that went agonisingly close for Titus, but it is all for the men in white. As Ruiz bombs forward, 1-2 with Savo Saran. Is he fancying a goal? He's been assist king in the finals. Savo Saran trying to squeeze it in. Romulo just been cleared off the line by the keeper, Cafando. Yep, we'll have a little check on that. So close to going over the line. It's not like the Champions League final a few years back where I think it was 2-2 at the end and it went to penalties. This is definitely Titus Pétange all over Manchester City. Quattrocchi goes to Joachim's. Well, how many Champions Leagues Man City's got? I think they've only got 1 or 2 in this save. You think about all the money that they've potentially splashed in this save. One or 2 Champions Leagues. It's not a good return. Great save, pushed away. Ivandic has pushed it away a decent distance as well. Josemi, well, Ivandic will be grateful for that, and that is a key highlight for Man City. Casemiro's got a yellow card. How close is this free kick? Ugurelli steps over it, goes over the bar. All right, will it spice up in the second half? City have had 4 shots. I mean, both teams have had 3 on target. Agresta's been dominant in the air, apparently. Go on, Ugurelli. Well, let's have Agresta dominant in the air off that set piece. Ruiz. There's Agresta going to Ugurelli. Ugurelli looks like he's pulling strings. Romelu! Keep it down. He's just not a finisher, mate. He's just not a finisher. What we got then? Axel Robin struggling. Ugurelli sent to the right-hand side. We'll have Calabrese in the middle with Chris Bower. And we're going to swap Romelu for Woodfine. Woodfine, definitely a striker. We're going to keep the other substitute. Saran will be needed. But he's not struggling as much as what you think. Axel Claude. Happy to come on, even though he is he's not completely fit. I mean, if we score now, let's move that text box out. If we score now, it's game over. Go on, Woodfine. It's game over. It's game over. It's game over. That's on. That's on. Was it Agresta? Saran? Definitely onside. Woodfine's definitely onside. Shocking moment for Manchester City. Yeah, 100%. Don't really know why that needed clarification from VAR there. Just the wrong time to be conceding a goal. And we could turn the screw in deeper. I mean, the neutrals are desperate for a City equaliser. Woodfine's come in, done the business. And he might not be as good as Romelu, but he's a better finisher. Oh, Bower almost finding the top corner. Can City equalise and push this into extra time? The 2 centre-backs pissing around with it. Very enjoyable. What a team, man. Could be. Key highlight for City at the end. Nicely done by Agresta. Ivandic doesn't do anything stupid. I'd much rather it be sent than them trying anything smart at this point. Ivandic will take as much time as he possibly can. I don't think this is a key highlight. I just think this is the end of the game. It's been played out. And it will be our 13th Champions League win with Martin Woodfine and the winning goal. That'll boost his valuation up and just shows you how important he is in the grand scheme of things. All right, he might not be like the starting striker, but coming off with that eye for goal, the nose as well, the nose for goal. He's just a better finisher all round than Romelu. But then again, Romelu was a better player, so tit for tat. Titus Pétange 1, Manchester City 0, and there's our 13th Champions League win. It's just crazy, isn't it? 13 Champions League wins for Titus Pétange. Yeah, not bad. Well done. Great work, guys. It's just an excellent football team. We're going to keep these lads for a long, long time, and they're just going to keep on hitting Champions League finals, keep on winning Champions League finals. They probably should have won that by more than 1-0, but it is a win nonetheless. Let's have a look at the club info screen. That is 13 Champions League titles, and we're only 2 behind Liverpool and Real Madrid. Oh, yes. Let's have a look at the end of season review. Are we on 600,000 shirt sales yet? That'd be a good question. No, but we're getting there. That's getting close, and you can see that our annual revenue has increased. For the most part, competition prize money slightly down, but overall, it's good. And Saran yet again, top shirt sale, fucking golden ball winner, Ballon d'Or winner, whatever the hell. He sweeped everything. He was the best under 21s. He was FIFA Pro Player of the Year, FIFA's best men's player of the year. He won everything, which was a surprise to me, obviously, with how FIFA put bias towards the forwards. Or maybe they just simply didn't like Paradiso, as we were talking about earlier in the series. Let's negotiate this again, because they still want us to sign high rep players. And I think that's absolutely fucking disgusting. And apparently we do now have to sign some high reputation players. Give me a break. Give me a break. We'll fix that up at the end of next year, because that is something that I'm not doing. I'm not spending way more above our means to just make the board happy when we don't need to. Because we clearly don't need to. Maybe I just won't sign anyone at all, because guess what? We don't need to. We just don't need to. We've got the team set. Most of the players in the dream team are Titus Pétange players. Then you got Cafando, Quattro. I mean, like, the entire Champions Cup dream team are Titus Pétange players and ex-Titus Pétange players. It's not bad. So, under 18s, before we go, fixtures. Yeah, congratulations to them, beating Paris Saint-Germain by 2-0. Branimir Joric, who was one of our youth academy players, and I see a spike in his long shots. Okay, that's interesting. He's scored in the final and has a better wheel than what he was beforehand. We've got Nuno Perez as well, who loves his speed. He's a pace merchant, isn't he? How about that? Player stats. Before I forget, Savo Saran, top goal scorer. Savo Saran, highest average rating. Savo Saran, most assists. Agresta, 98 pass completion. Savo Saran, most player of the match awards. Brian Ruiz, most yellow cards. And even though that sounds crazy, doesn't it? Savo Saran taking over most of it. He's not a patch on Paradiso. Not yet. Not yet. He's still got much room to grow, I would imagine. He's obviously a very, very talented footballer, and we might not have seen the best of him. But Savo Saran here, as amazing as he is not Paradiso, and that just shows you how special Paradiso was. All right, see you next time.